Hey everyone, this is Dan with Data Trend. Today is Thursday, March 3rd, 2016. It's about 2:26 p.m. or so here Mountain Time. The market's closed about a half hour ago. So we had another really big up day out there today. The Russell closed today up at around 1076 and it was up 0.97% again. And this crash higher continued. The April CIB was closed today, and we actually took the max loss on the position, or took around the max loss. Um, Essentially what happened is we were just unable to keep up with this move higher as the market broke out and just ripped. So this is kind of a picture here that shows the expiration break evens as the trade progressed. And so we saw that we initially were sitting around that 1040 level. We moved it, and the next day that we moved it, we were immediately through the adjustment again, and we're through the adjustment again. And then yesterday we were rolling the position higher. And I closed the trade this morning because the market just didn't seem like it wanted to back off, and the trade was down some money, and it looked like it was, sitting around the max loss, and that was, it seemed like the time to take it off. And I'm glad that I did, because it continued higher here. And actually, the position was taken off somewhere in this neighborhood this morning, around, I guess, 10 a.m. or so on this chart. This is a 5-minute chart, an intraday chart. And from there, the market sold off, and that was a little bit painful to see that happen. But from there, it just continued on higher. And for the time being, it certainly seems like that pattern has the potential to continue. Obviously the market is extended in here, but it does have the potential to continue. Certainly it could come up here to test this level around 1080 or so, and it's really pretty close. It's only about 4 points away at this point. And then if it wanted to continue a little bit higher, it could even go all the way up to 1100 or so. That would take it to an even number, and also the bottom of this prior consolidation, which was support back in 2015. I certainly don't know what's going to happen to price. This is a move that was significantly faster than I was expecting on the upside, and I think a lot of people were as well. And sometimes within these bear markets, you can have these really, really fast counter trend rallies, and that's sort of the situation that we saw play out here over the past 2 weeks, essentially. I mean, we weren't even really in this trade for all that long. Dropping down, this is the 65-minute time frame, and so you can see here the market essentially, it broke out of this box. We were watching that level. We saw the pullback down to around 1035, and from there it continued higher, and it really hasn't stopped for the past couple of days. This is going back a few days here. Each one of these candles is 65 minutes, so this is, I think, going back to 229, so last week, and we've just had the steady buying coming into the market. And so I guess there's no position to look at today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a write-up done for the position. We'll do a trade recap, and we'll have to go through it and sort of take a look. My initial thought on why the trade didn't work this time is, well, first the move was really fast, but I was a little bit slow to pull off this lowest butterfly, and that may have hurt the trade a little bit. We had the trade center down around the 1000 was the initial butterfly, which was all the way down here. And with the market in a bearish environment, it just, it was a little bit hesitant to move the trade higher, but we did move it higher as it continued. And I think maybe what would have kept the position alive and well would have been rolling it up here instead of just doing the incremental adjustments. But certainly we couldn't have known that the market would have moved with this speed, and that's just part of the game. Sometimes we need to take the loss, and had we not taken the loss, we'd be sitting in a situation with a much greater drawdown than is acceptable at this point, and so that's certainly not the way that we want to trade. So at any rate, that's all I have for today. Keep an eye out in the next, say, week or so, maybe for the trade recap. I'm going to have to go back through and update the spreadsheet as well. I have a little bit of difficulty getting to the computer here in the next couple of days, so it may be a little bit slower than usual, but I will get it out there. So at any rate, I hope it helps. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email, info@thetatrend.com, and thanks for watching.